everyone's favorite COVID survivor, Jock. Good show this weekend by you and Steve and the Monster 4-valve head and the magic you all work down there in Alabama. What would you like to say about it?
Couldn't be more happier, man. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to do your own engines and just start them from scratch. You know, and then we don't have I think 4 test runs in it a week before Gainesville. Had to go to the house and take it apart. Didn't know if it was gonna be okay when we took it apart, but it was fine and came here and I was really happy with it. I mean, it's got a lot more in it. We missed it this weekend. Still got a lot of good data. Gonna go back, tear it apart, and see what else more. I mean, it's more we can do to it. We don't know yet. We just little at little. Once we just keep going at it, I feel like it'll be even a lot faster than this weekend.
What was the biggest difference in switching over to the different head for you guys?
Got a lot more torque. A lot more torque. And it just
did you expect that?
A totally different ride.
Huh?
No, I did not expect that.
Yeah.
I didn't. It just
Steve
said it's a whole different ride. So
and
it showed to be pretty good. So I think it'll be a great year, fun year.
Did you all choose your own cam design, or is that something that it's a pretty standard item for this head, or what's?
That I can't. I have no clue. That's all Steve.
Okay, all right.
I'm more of a assembly and that guy. I don't know what came with that with the head.
Yeah.
I don't know that. I can't answer that. But as far as it's a lot of work. That's all. It's a lot of work. But we're trying to get back to where we were in 2019 with the 2 valves. When we finished strong, and if we can get there with these, and we know we can get there with these, and I think we can get lower.
So in 19, you told me that you all discovered something in the assembly process.
Correct.
And is that still something you think that you guys have that no one else has? Your own little secret sauce?
I think it's something. I'll say yes and I'll say no, but really I'm saying yes because we do our own engines. The 2 valves we get we got the parts from Vance and Hines, but other than that, if it blows up, we fix them. We don't send nothing back. We just all we do is get the parts from them.
Right.
And so I think we carried that same knowledge we learned in 19 to the 4 valves, but it's a little more different. Just if we had a big budget, I think we'd be real dangerous.
Oh hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
More
corporate America, call these people up.
Yeah, I think we can do a lot more R&D, and because come with R&D, it come with things that don't work. You spend a lot of money and it don't work, but you never know unless you try. And right now we're just trying to get the best out of it we possibly can without hurting it, because you hurt it, that's not good. So
I hear you.
I think we'll do pretty good.
All right, Jock. Good deal. Jock and I were just talking about how dangerous you guys would be with a budget.
I was just explaining to somebody that you can sit at home and you can do this stuff on paper. You can sit at home and play video games. You can sit at home and be a cowboy keyboard guy, which is all good, But, God, we love getting our hands dirty. We love coming out here, seeing all these people. There was so much food. If you don't have the budget for food, there's food out here.
Tell me about it.
Gosh darn it.
Tell me about it. I came down here last night and feasted. I had paella. I had smoked chicken wings. I had, it was fantastic.
There's a lot of love here. I mean, everybody wants to win, and clearly that's what the game is. But having said that, gosh darn it. Figure out where the bike is. There's lots of them. Our sport's hot right now. The sport of drag racing, I believe, just from this race is hot.
Yeah.
Categories were filled up.
Yeah.
People were excited. They were happy to be here.
Yeah.
I love that adrenaline,
Yeah.
And so there's so much going on here in our sport that when you get here and you're your endorphins, you know, in your brain just get excited, and you forget about how much, you know, behind on some payments you are, or you know, the troubles that you may have, or the 19-hour days, the 20-hour sleeping in the shop, all that drama. You know, you forget all that stuff. So I'm definitely not preaching to anything other than you know, make sure you have some green broccoli. You know, there it is in the box, right? So,
Right. You're famous for your broccoli.
green broccoli. But
I like mine with some soy sauce, sauteed up in the skillet, a little olive oil, and some garlic and soy sauce.
Even our sponsors, our handful of sponsors, they were here today, and they were excited. We lost in the semis, but they were still excited.
Semis was a good show. I mean, hey, there was one 4-valve head in the semis, and it was you.
Yeah, well,
That's pretty impressive. That's impressive.
we were. Thank you. That monster head is just another alternative for people.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to help people with them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like the product. You know, and there's not just one for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. It's going to make power. I'm sure we're going to do better with it.
Sure.
You know, so we didn't get the testing that, you know, the other guys got, but
Sure.
it's that's our own fault. So,
Well, you know, that's the way
but
it is.
my Mac Rack guy and Tony Tull and you know, Kenny Brady and his wife Robin.
Actually, come in. Let's lean on the motor lean on the motor while we're talking. Talk about a backdrop. Look at that beautiful thing. It's a gorgeous piece. Did you develop your own cam profile for this, or was this sort of a predetermined thing that you were able to get for this, or?
What's neat about the Monster is you call up Monster and you order the cylinder head, and you call up webcam Lori. Everybody loves Lori, right?
Yep.
You call up Lori and you order some cams.
Yep.
And you know, call me or call somebody else to put it together, and just you go out racing. You know,
Yeah.
and it's that's what's kind of cool about it. It's just an alternative.
Right.
There's a lot of people that want to do it yourselves. I paid some guy to teach me how to degree cams in long time ago. But it's not the only game in town.
Right.
This was designed 8 years ago.
Oh, I know.
Something like that.
I think 10. I think
And
10
all
years,
all the hoopla.
Yeah.
All the hoopla that's going on right now is awesome for our sport.
Yep.
But this already had it.
Yep.
You know, so
Yep.
End of the day, Jock and I just want to win, and all the names, you know, Kenny and his wife Robin came out to the race, and I was like, wow. And Slick 50, they've been with me forever. They're just excited to get
Since that degree cam
yeah.
days.
Well, yeah,
The
yeah,
90
quite a long time ago.
19s.
And Tony told he used to race pro comp, or no, not pro comp. He raced a sportsman class bracket, and he won. Now he races a car, but he still loves motorcycles. Thank you. And so, man, I just can't. I don't want to go to Las Vegas. We don't have the budget for
Tell
that
me about
kind
it.
of deal.
Tell me about it. You and me both. You and me both.
We are definitely excited to go to the next race.
Jock was saying the motor has a lot more torque than he expected. Is that something that you're gonna?
On our chassis dyno, it had like 20 foot-pounds of torque more than our 2-valve did. We're going to sell our 2 valves, I think. Only one of them, because it's the one we went. The one we went 676, 678 with a 6. That thing's a rocket ship.
Sure.
And it probably would have ran that. It probably would have ran better, because that was in a 105.6 correction factor, and this was 103. So Pro Stock car guys, they do the correction factor, and they say a 676 over there with that weather is now going to be a 673 over here. So, if it woulda, coulda, shoulda, we might have had low qualifier, but that's all stuff that you talk about in the truck on the way home. But to answer your question, it's easily to purchase this stuff. You can do it yourself. I'd love to help people. And I talked about having a second team.
Yeah.
You know, we'd love to have somebody that wants to come over here and start developing their son as a rider or something like that. Daughter as a rider.
You know, when these were first approved and it was apparent that you were going to be battling against the whole knowledge and resources of Vance and Hines 4-valve head, it occurred to me that there might be something in the way that when the G-squared Buells first came out and they all worked together to quickly come bring the product together and up to performance speed. I know there's just one other team right now running the Monster Head out here. Do you all ever talk and discuss about exchange information about where, you know?
George Baber's got you're talking about George and Chris Bostic. George Baber's got just a plethora of knowledge. You know, we definitely talk. I talk to the manufacturer. You know, that's what you got to do, you know.
Sure.
So to be clear,
yes,
Sean and Pam, just fans, were at Phoenix, and I was doing a deal over at Chris McGahy's with a whole bunch of students out of thinking about going to a technical school, UTI, and I'm taking pictures of all this interaction. Chris is telling them all about transmissions and stuff, and Sean says, "Hey man, when are we gonna get rid of that white bike?" And I'm like, you know, how much does it cost? So we started that relationship, and he's learning about Pro Stock Motorcycles. He loves racing. She loves racing. But he's like, I don't understand buying engines from the people that you're racing against. Is there something else you can do? And I said, well, yeah, there's the monster cylinder head. And so that's how all this unfolded.
Right.
So, you know, I've been a customer over there since longer than most people here have been racing. But, you know, they that's just the decision from the sponsor, and at the end of the day, we were
what's their company?
We had 2 engines.
Sean and Pam have a company?
It's MacRack.
Oh, that's from MacRack. Okay, very good. I think did I meet him?
You probably did.
Somewhere. You were #1 qualifier. You brought him up to the tower.
Yeah, so here, I can package this better. So to be clear, I met Sean and Pam. They were in Phoenix. They own a company called MacRack. It's an engineered solution for pallet racking. And when they get run into and destroyed by the guy with the forklift, you don't have to tear everything down. They provide the repair to leave everything on the rack. So I met them. They said, "Hey, how do you get rid of this white motorcycle?" And I'm like, "Well, it's called, you know, support, sponsorship." And he said, like, "Well, how does that happen?" So we explained and talked and developed a relationship, and they've been with us a couple of years now, going on 3 years, and Jock and I wouldn't be racing without them. So all these people, we wouldn't be racing without them. But
you know, warehousing is huge right now.
Oh, when you go in Chicago, there's million square feet. You know, it's all pallet racks. So it's,
they all need a good solution, right?
They have an engineered solution. It's not just a solution. It's an engineered solution to repair destroyed, damaged racking systems, pallet racking systems. So point is Sean says, I don't want to buy engines from the people we're racing against. Is there something else you can do? And I'm like, well, if that's a deal breaker, we can. There's a thing called the Monster Head, and we can, you know, I've got some machines at the shop. We're growing a little bit, so, and he's all in. So
I tell you, it's great for the class to have a Suzuki alternative out here.
Absolutely. The V-twins always had that. The Suzukis didn't really. So it's fun, and we didn't have any 774, but you know, you can still come out here and you know, we had a chance.
It's got a 770. It's got a 774 in it. It's in there.
We had a chance of winning.
Yeah, it's in there.
Matt Smith, gosh darn, the Achilles heel, right?
Yeah, he's a champ for a reason, right?
Yeah.
4-time champ.
Yeah.
4-time champ against that competition in the black trailer.
Yeah.
That's impressive. That's really the best story in drag racing.
Our class is doing so good right now. It's not the broke
Yep.
person trying to race. You know,
Yep.
I'm not saying we're broke crying if I led
Yep.
you down that. I don't want to take that back. We make our decisions to come out here. We make our decisions to work all the time, even though the other guy thinks we're a hobbyist and we all
Right.
blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But our class has a lot of strength in it right now. Lots
Right.
of successful business people are in our class.
Right. I'm not sure you ever really truly qualified as a hobbyist since you don't have another job.
Well, that was just Matt. That was just Matt being
Right.
a blundering moron
Yeah.
and disrespecting what Jock and I do every day.
Right. Right.
At least
right.
that's how we took it. He probably
Sure.
didn't mean it that way, but it's
Sure. Well, you know,
at
he
the
is.
end of the day, we printed up shirts because we did take offense to that.
Sure.
We work every single day on
Sure.
our stuff just like he does.
Sure.
And so he chooses to manipulate the rules one way, and we choose to race a different way.
Yeah.
So, but he's a 4-time champ, so I ain't got the stones to cry like that.
Right. I heard there was some crying in here or out here Friday night. Did you
Man, there was
catch
some action.
that?
If y'all just like drama that's not on TV, that's right here, man, it was in the motorcycle pits. It was awesome. And it's just another person that Matt's had an issue with, you know. And pretty soon, there's only been 75 or 80 Pro Stock Motorcycle guys, and Matt's like he's getting close to 50%. You know, I don't know.
Half the wheels, twice the drama.
Matt. We need Matt.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
The class needs everybody
Absolutely,
out here.
and he works every angle. He there's no angle that he's not pushing.
Yeah, and he's got 4 motorcycles. How the hell do you keep up with 4 motorcycles?
I know.
Jock and I can't even barely keep up with 1.
Right.
With 2. We're proud because we had 2 engines this weekend.
Yeah. Hey, good show. I probably won't go to Vegas either, so I'll see you maybe in Atlanta. It depends on whether I get paid to go somewhere else or not.
We would love to go to Las Vegas. We want to go to Las Vegas, but the reality is I got to go find some water because the water pump in our truck leaks, and we haven't had time to fix it.
Yeah.
Well,
hello. I'm sure Vegas has warehouses. Time to step up the budget.
No, he's
Sean
good.
Sean and Bam.
He's good. We're going. Las Vegas is a great place to go, so we want to definitely go.
All right, cool.
See you guys.
Ciao.